Good morning, everybody. It's 5:40 in the morning here on day 25 of the 27-day challenge. Can't believe we're down to just a couple of days before the end of the challenge, a couple of days before the conference. Wanted to talk with you this morning about a conversation I had with my 10-year-old son Riker in the car yesterday. He was telling me about the origin of the word quiz, that apparently it was a made-up word that somebody actually took on a bet that they could make up a word and make it very, very popular within a day. And the story goes that the guy made up the word quiz, just took some random letters and then put it up on placards throughout the city. And soon everybody was saying the word quiz, and it took on the meaning that it has today, which means kind of an assessment of knowledge. Now, I've put a link to the origin of the word, and that story turns out to be a bit of a legend, but still, it was interesting to have my fourth grader share that particular bit of information with me. So don't worry, you won't be quizzed later on that, but it did remind me of my own word that I made up a few years ago, back in 2007, for a speech at the region level conference, which would now be considered the semifinals in the Toastmasters International Speech Contest. And that word is perflexativity. So I told Riker all about perflexativity, and it was a combination of three words: persistence, flexibility, and creativity. And he really liked that and said he'd be thinking about that all day long. And I started to remember kind of why I came up with that word, what it meant, and the fact that it's kind of the method, the process we have to go through to win anyway, that we have to be persistent, but we also have to be flexible and not just keep banging our heads against the wall and try some different things. And in order to try different things and perhaps try things that we haven't thought about in the past, we have to be creative. So we have to be persistent, flexible, and creative. Use our creativity, hence perflexativity. Now, I've used that word a bit in the last, 8 years now. Certainly used it as part of Perflexativity Press when I publish my books, but I haven't used the word in speeches much, and I'm starting to think maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to do that a bit more. I certainly had to use Perflexativity yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I worked out. I tried a new machine there, the skis or whatever, where you get on and your legs kind of both move in different directions, and it's always been tough for me to even think about getting on there just because of the issues I have with my legs. And got on and I was able to do it for 2 whole minutes, and I actually built up a sweat, and then I went and did my regular workout. But it's a beginning. It's something I want to work up to. And I also had to kind of use some creativity in just, maybe not creativity, but perflexativity, the whole combination when it came to my temptation. Second day of being on the diet and kind of being on an extreme version of the diet. But I wanted to get a Butterfingers bar. I was waiting for the kids at school, and it just didn't. I just kept thinking about, what I'm doing here and why I'm doing it, and the fact that I didn't want to have to make a video this morning and say, hey, I ate a Butterfingers bar. So, if nothing else, somebody asked me, what is my goal in making these videos and doing these blogs? One of them is to create some sense of accountability, and the fact that I hate making some of these videos and saying, I blew it and I didn't do what I wanted to do and yesterday was horrible. So yesterday was pretty good, and you can see more details below. But until then, think about the word perflexativity for you and how you can apply it to your own life, and certainly how it's going to help us all to win anyway. We'll see you tomorrow.